Hello, welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. I hope you're doing well. So, for some of you, God is getting ready to bless you, to reward you abundantly because you have been faithful. Whatever it is that He guided you to do, towards, to be, you trusted the process, not knowing the outcome or the outcomes. It's not easy to go against the grain when it looks crazy to other people. Like, what are you doing? You're making these changes, you're making these moves. It's not easy to be who God calls you to be in the face of doubt and uncertainty. And so for a lot of you, whatever it is that you were praying about or you were praying for, and because of your obedience, God is going to make a way out of no way for you. He's going to make a way out of no way for you. See, when you're willing to do the work, to go within, to do the real transformation, the real rebirth, because the truth is, not everybody wants to go this way. A lot of people are doing what we do who are called. They're not chosen. They didn't finish the process. I hope you catch that. A lot of people are in your line of profession, whatever it is you are doing, whether on this platform, in your workplace, whatever. They may even seem to look like you. They have a form of, but they're not it. They're not it. They don't have the it factor. They're not the it girl or the it guy. They're called, but they're not chosen. A lot of these people, they have not done the work. It's just like in so many professions. You have people who are willing to burn the midnight oil, to stay up, to study, to do the work and get it and go take the test and pass the test to get the license or whatever it is. And you have those who are looking to take the shortcut. You have those who don't want to go that route. You have those who just want a license to buy. So you have those kind of people. And so it is in these avenues as well. You have those people who do not want to do the work, who are not willing to do the work. So they will wait until when you do the work, when we do the work, after you've done the work. And then now when you're been blessed, when God is giving you ideas, as soon as your channel jumps, you put fog on it, color on it, they copy it. They catch a phrase from you, they go and make a whole video off of it. They make a sermon off of it. You have people who are not willing to do the work. I mean, it's like it doesn't matter how serious the job is. You have people who will buy a license and they will watch the professionals to see how they do it and follow them and do it that way. So in everything that you do, you have knockoffs, you have people who are copycats, and they have no shame about it. No shame, no qualms about it. But at the same time, they'll say, don't call me a thief. You know, so it's like these people have no conscience. But there is something about when you are willing to do the work, to go through the process, and yet still confirmation, even though they do that, they still will not be you. Because in the end, there are people around who are seeing everything that's going on. They may think people are not taking note. They may think that people are not seeing what they are seeing. They think that they have the masses fooled. And so they will carry off this, but at the end of the day, it's like people are laughing. People know the truth, and the truth sets us free. So this is why we'll keep on doing the work, keep heeding, keep on, because again, it's like they will not be able. It doesn't matter how they try, it's only one you. And they're at a disadvantage. They're at a disadvantage because at any time, even if you get it wrong, you know where to go and what to do to get back on the right course. they are fumbling in the darkness. Because when they mess up, they don't know how to get back on track. So yes, God is getting ready to bless some of you, some of us who have been doing the work, who have been listening, heeding the call. You've been praying, your prayers are being answered because you made your request known unto God. And here it says, Proverbs 3 verse 6, in all your ways acknowledge him and he shall direct your paths. Acknowledge him. Give him his props. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much we are little g goddess, little g gods. There is a God of God and a Lord of Lord and a King of Kings. The source, the author and the finisher of our faith. And so when we let God know that we appreciate him, we let him know how important he is, how serious we take him at his word and his promises. I can't do this by myself. So it doesn't matter. Yes, a car is a car. It's independent. Everybody's out there driving. But at the end of the day, whatever your car is sourced on, run on, whether it's electric or gas, you have to find a source to get plugged up, to get hooked up to get your juice, to get your power, to get back in alignment, or else you won't be able to function. So yes, even though we have everything within, the car has everything it needs within it to operate, but there are things that it will need from time to time. It needs a tune-up. The tires need to be rotated. That is who God is for us when we need answers. So in all your ways, not some ways, not being wishy-washy. And this is why too, like I said, many are called, few are chosen. Because a lot of those who are called, they're wishy-washy when it comes to them picking up their cross, to them really going the mile of the way to finish the race. They fall out, they flake out, they crumble. Maybe their favorite, dessert is crumble pie, I don't know. But they can't do it. It's like, for them, it's easier to watch other people and just see how they can copy, see how they can come off of the back of another person. And this is why you are the original. It doesn't matter what the knockoffs do. You will always be the original. Because you get your source. You get what you get from the source. Your maker, your manufacturer. That's where you go to for your alignment. So for those of you who have been praying, you have been waiting. It says, wait upon the Lord, be of good courage, and he will strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, upon the Lord. And I know we don't like to hear the word wait, but I think one of the things, even for myself, that I'm learning in this season is to be patient with God, knowing that he knows what is best for me. Knowing that if he tells me to wait, it must be a reason. I'm only willing to wait upon God. I'm no longer waiting on man, because man has failed me over and over again. The only man I'm willing to wait upon is God, because he promised that he will renew my strength. He will strengthen my heart. Even when I get discouraged, even when things come your way or my way where, we should just fall out the race, you keep your eyes on the prize. You keep focused. So this is not the time to whimper out. This is not the time to give up or to give in. Yes, the enemies, they're amping up their tactics, and so is God. And we know they are no match for God, because just in case you don't know, you never heard it, God never lost a battle. It doesn't matter how long or painful it is. And remember, even when it's long and it's painful, it's because there is something in it for us to learn, to grow from. This is how we get our strength. This is how we know what we can withstand. Because the more struggles and trials that we go through, it is going to strengthen us. It's going to give us strength. So it's like, don't flake out. You know, it's like David said, I had fainted, you know, unless I failed to believe the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. So it's like he would have given up if he did not see how faithful God is in the life of other people, and even in his life before, he would have given up. But because he knows that God is faithful, he's going to hold on, and he's willing to wait upon God. Because when God does it, it's well done. It is yes and amen. Yes, the wait may be painful, but we will bend, but we will not break. He's not going to allow us to break. I'm telling you. Wow. Deuteronomy 28:13. And the Lord shall make you the head and not the tail, and you shall be above only, and you shall not be beneath. This is awesome. I love it. I love it. See, this is what happens when we wait upon God. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of doing things my way. And every time I do it my way, then it ends up blowing up in my face. And so this is why I am willing to do it God's way. Because his way is perfect. He makes me. So therefore he knows what is best for me. And that is the thing with him. He will allow us to do our foolishness and carry on until he says, okay, it's my time now. Or at some point you will say, I'm tired of doing it my way. And you'll say, okay, God, I'm letting go so you can step in and be God. So I love it. And when you do that, it's promised you will be the head and not the tail. You will be above and not beneath. So it doesn't matter what the enemy wants to do. This reminds me of the wheel turning in your favor. When God does it, it's well done. This is what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter what the resistance is from your workplace, in your family, in your community, whatever it is, where the ups are. It doesn't matter. If God is for you, who can be against you? And if it's like a uncertain, only you alone know if God is for you. Is God for you? Is God for you? Because the word says, if God is for you, who can be against you? So because I know, and this is why knowing is so much deeper, so much better than believing. Because to me, believing is wishy-washy. But when you know what you know, with that reassurance, you're firm, you're steadfast. I love it. And Psalm 92:1 says, it's a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord and to sing praises unto his name, O Most High. And it says here, the righteous cry out and the Lord hears and delivers them out of all their troubles. So whatever it is that you're praying about, whatever it is you're crying about, like there is this post that I put up, it's okay to scream, it's okay to cry, but do not give up. Whatever your cries are, the Lord, he hears them, and he's going to deliver you out of all of them, all of your troubles. This is what I'm talking about. Because when it's like when you have this loyal, unwavering love and trust in God, he's not going to let you down because you acknowledge him. You're not afraid to speak about him or of him. Because he says if you deny him, if you deny him before men, then he's going to deny you in front of his heavenly Father too. So you're not going to wait until when you're in your dying bed to start talking about God. You know, it doesn't work like that. You can't manipulate your way into his promises, into his purposes. And so because you're willing to acknowledge him, you're willing to wait on him and to be of good courage, to stand firm, unwavering. Like Job said, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. It's like even if it's God you think who is doing it, you're still gonna trust him. And then when you do that, when you have that loyalty, that confidence, that Godfidence in him, yes, he know he can trust you with being the head and not the tail. You will be the lender and not the borrower. Wow. Yeah, so it's like whatever it is, it says here, worthy goal, get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life purpose. So a lot of you're having fresh ideas as well. Stay open-minded and invite new perspectives to enter into, because again, as you're acknowledging God, God is pouring out heaven on you. So it's like, be open to receiving, be open to hearing from God. Get out and be inspired to get working towards your life purpose. Whatever your purpose, if you don't know what your purpose is or are, again, I have an ebook that talks about your purpose, and it has some questions that can help you to tap into your purpose as well on my website. But you can also pray, ask God, what is your purpose? Why am I here? You're not just here to complain, to mumble, just to I'm doing my best to make it in. I'm coming up on the rough side. No, it's not the struggle. God is not the struggle of. He blesses us. He makes us rich. And he adds nothing to it. It's like he gives you without expecting anything in return. Jesus came that we will have life and have it more abundantly. You don't have to wait until you die to get to heaven to have milk and honey. As much as it may seem, yes, we're only passing through here. But it's like, it doesn't mean that, we should be struggling all along, and what is here is only for them on the other side. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And it will only come down because of our relationship with God. And yes, sometimes when you're going through tough seasons like Job, at one point he had it like that. And then now when he got broken, not understanding the spiritual warfare, and it's because God was using him to teach the enemy a lesson, he went down to nothing. But all this time, God was up to something. God was up to something. And I'm telling you, your latter days, they're going to be greater than your past. What is yet to come? Again, you ain't seen nothing yet. You haven't lived yet. So it's like whatever deathbed you think the enemy's setting, or you feel you're crying and your situation and your circumstances seem so dead that you're curled up on that dead mattress. No. I'm here to speak life into somebody's situation right now. Like he told the guy, take up your mat, take it up and walk, take up your bed and walk. And this is what this card is saying here, worthy goal. It's like bullseye. Get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life purpose. It's not the end yet. It's not the end yet. So don't put a period in your life where God only puts a comma. I don't know if everybody in the back heard that. I mean, touch somebody and get the word. But yeah, don't put a period where God only puts a comma. It's only a transition. And the very same thing that you're probably up crying and you're broken about, that's the thing that is going to push you. It's a catalyst to propel you into your purpose. Like the saying that I've read, and and I've said in many readings, not every storms come to kill you. Some just come to really clear the path. But in the moment of it, oh Lord, you've forgotten about me. And we yes, I know. I've been there. I'm not passing any judgment here. But this is the time, because you acknowledge God. You've stayed the course. You've been faithful in spite of there times when you could have given up, or you should have. Everything said drop out, and you acknowledge God and you take him at his word. And this is why, again, he's going to bless you tremendously, because he preserved the faithful, but he plentifully rewarded the evildoers. For those of you who are in Christ, he's preserving you. And you may think you've been rejected. God is protecting you. And he's going to plentifully, oh yes, reward the evildoers. So don't worry about them. Don't look over to your left nor your right at how they're living and doing. God ain't done with you yet. He's not through with you as yet. And he's not through with them either. Because their day is coming. And when the wheel turns in your favor here, because when you're going through the process, you're waiting on the Lord. And you have the clack crew in the back who are laughing. They find it entertaining that you're waiting. You're still carrying on, getting up, going in spite of everything that is coming at you, and the war that is waged, and everything that says that you should give up. The rain looks like it's gonna fall, and everything is happening like it seems against you. But you're taking his word at heart. He says to wait upon him and be of good courage. Be of good courage. It's like while you're waiting, don't be sad. It's like find a song to sing. Read your psalm. Meditate. Do something. Be of good courage. Be brave. Be strong. Be strong. He's going to strengthen your heart. He will strengthen your heart. Wait. He said it again. The psalmist said, wait, I say, upon the Lord. It's like, it's like that last is like a threatening word. There's like, I'm telling you, it's like somebody selling you something and they want you to buy it because, they know that it works. And this is why the psalmist is saying, I'm telling you, wait and be of good courage. Because when he does it, you are going to be the head and not the tail. You are going to be above and not beneath. You may be beneath, you may be on the side. I just love to look at analogies. I like to look at the simple things of life. I look at the tire on a car. Even, sitting in traffic is like looking around and just looking at things and just putting it like synonymous to life. As you see the tire spinning, every part of that tire, that wheel, touches the ground at some point. And this minute, what is on the bottom will be on the top. And then it will be on the side, be on the bottom again. Life is a process, yes. Life is a process. And the more we go with the flow and we let go and we let God, and we trust the process, because we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the words of our testimony, the more that we know that God works. and we can testify, we can acknowledge him, tell people about the things that he has done, and use those things of the past to encourage us with whatever it is that we're going on now. The more we can do that, when trials and obstacles come our way, then we will steadfast. Because guess what? The same storm that you're going through today, that probably blew everything off away from you, left you stranded. I'm telling you, if you are willing to do the work and to go through the process, if that same storm comes again, it won't. And this is why we go through things in life. Some of us are more stubborn than others. It takes quite a few cycles, if ever. Some people may never learn. But this is why we have karmics in our life. We were karmics to other people at some points as well, at some time. But this is why we have people come to test our boundaries. This is why we have people come to break our hearts. So we can learn to love ourselves. We can learn to be independent. We can learn to be strong and be strong in the Lord. Not to depend on another person to supply us when that person themselves, they're weak. They're only human. We're looking for love in the wrong places. And so we were willing to entertain any and everybody. So this is why things come, so that we can heal, so we can keep going. So then hopefully we're smarter. Hopefully when those things come back to test our resource, when they come to test our strength, we will be strong to stand up against those things. Yeah, so for a lot of you, while you're waiting, you're not waiting. You're in this recovery comeback. You're in this recovery comeback where you're going to find strength in the healing, as each step forward renews hope and it paves the way for a triumphant resurgence. I'm telling you, it's like sometimes people break your heart, and it's like when they do that, then you start to love yourself. You start taking care of yourself. You start pouring back in yourself. It's when you're in that dark night of the soul, when you're going through that healing, then you start to hear from God, and it's like you start tapping into things in you that you didn't even know you had. So while you're waiting, you're not waiting. It's like you're healing. You're working on yourself, and I'm telling you, your bounce back will be strong. Your comeback story. It's like a delay does not mean a denial. So it's like while you're waiting, do something with your time. Don't just sit there, wasting time. But use this to be your recovery comeback. You're writing a book, you're going to some class, you're doing something to improve yourself, to make you a better person. It's like some of you, while you're going through this, you may have a labyrinth of choices. Just going through, it's like the maze, charting your course through different perplexing choices and embracing each turn. While you're going through the healing too, you come face to face with all the challenges that you had in life, all the things that hurt you, the ups and downs, and you're able to confront those things, and whatever you need to do, cry it out. Whatever it is, scream it out. But just know that God hears your prayer, and He's going to deliver you. All of your tears He's going to use to water your dreams. That's exactly what He's going to do. Wow, getting better. Getting better. Growth is a journey, not a destination. Welcome improvements, one step at a time. Getting better. And this is under the card that says, "And the Lord shall make you the head and not the tail." You will be above only, not above sometime, but above only. And you shall not be beneath. You will lead. It's going to get better. It's going to get better for a lot of you. You're going to grow from this. Growth is a journey, not a destination. So don't think that, oh, I'm this age, I shouldn't be going through these things. So because you're going through these things, because you're at this age or stage in life and you haven't accomplished, because you're comparing yourself with the Joneses and you don't know how the Joneses are getting what they're getting, how they're doing. Don't worry yourself because of evildoers. Then you're getting discouraged because you've been waiting on God and nothing is happening. You've been waiting for that relationship, that job. You've been waiting to have that child, to birth this business, whatever it is. And I'm telling you, even if it's the enemy who thinks, or the people who are instruments or being used by the devil, if they think that they're causing stagnancy or delays in your life, God is using it. Because in the end, he will get the glory. You will have the story. He will get the glory. I'm telling you, this is good. It's good. It's good. You know, duality dance. Seek balance amid the chaos and find harmony within yourself while you're waiting. Just know that things is going to get better. It's going to get better. But sometimes it has to fall apart in order to build back stronger and to come back better. So don't worry about the naysayers. God has you. There's never a moment that he has forgotten about you. So I certainly hope that this message finds the one that it's supposed to, because I know a lot of you're not getting the notifications. But anyhow, I trust God, and that's all I do. I take him at his word. So until next time, I certainly hope and pray that you continue to hold on and be blessed.